First thing I notice is that I have two lines. So I'm going to color code just because it's easier to talk about the pink line and the yellow line. Okay, so I'm going to start with the pink line. Now, keep in mind, there are only two forms of an equation that you're going to use. Point slope or slope intercept. Right, you're never going to use standard form unless you absolutely have to. You're going to start with one of those two forms here. Now, if you can pick out the b value, why not do mx plus b? If you don't know the b value or the y-intercept, then you start in point slope form. Now, I'm just going to write the equation of each line. Okay, so let's do pink first. Slope is -1, b is 0. That's the pink equation. So y equals -1x. Okay, now I'm going to do the yellow equation. Now, I don't know the y-intercept, right? It doesn't actually touch the y-axis. So I'm going to start with point slope. Notice that you have a point labeled, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so a point is 3, -2, and the slope is +2/3. So I'm just going to pick out the points from the graph. Okay, y minus y1, slope x minus x1. Now I am going to solve for y. 2/3 x minus 2 minus, right? And I'm subtracting that 2 over. Okay, how do you write that as a piecewise? Well, let's say f of x equals -1x, comma. You have to give me the domain where the pink graph is. Well, it looks like right here at x equals 3, that's where the two graphs are splitting. So the pink one is for x less than or equal to 3. The yellow one, see that open circle? That means that x is not included at 3. 2/3 x minus 4. Okay, so you write the equation separately, and then you put them together. Okay, I've got 3 different equations this time. Keep in mind that this is a function. It does pass the vertical line test. So I do see a closed dot here between pink and yellow. Okay, so pink, yellow. I'm just going to try to write down either point and slope or slope and y-intercept and see what I can pick out. Okay, so I'm looking at this one. I see that the slope is 2. I don't know the y-intercept. So I'm just going to pick a point on that line. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. -2, -4. It doesn't matter what point you pick, whether it's open or closed. It's just a point that is touching the pink line. That's all I'm looking for. Okay. Y minus y1, slope x minus x1. Now those numbers are pretty easy, so I just get 2x. Okay? Yellow. Oh. Slope is 1, b is -2. It's kind of like the clues. You just have to pick the information off the graph. Green. Okay, slope is -2. And I know that point is open. Doesn't matter. I just need a point that's touching that line. 4. Okay. Y minus y1, x minus x1. Oh. Okay. I've got the 3 lines. Now I put it together into the piecewise equation. I tend to just go left to right. Okay. Positive 2x. But where is the pink line graph? Now it does have an arrow. So it's to the left of -2. Now I'm going to assume that this pink one is filled in, right? See that equals? I'm going to assume the pink one is filled in. Okay, yellow line. It's between -2 and +2. So 1x minus 2, it's between. That's a 3-part inequality. Between those two x coordinates. Now notice that -2 is only filled in one place, right? It's a function. You can't fill it in twice. You can only fill in your x values once. Now, does it matter if I put my equals here or here? No. It just can only be in one place. X equals -2 only in one place. Right? You can only equal -2 once. It's a function, 1x. Okay, and then the last one, -2. Now this one is to the right. Now see that open circle? Okay, that means that it is not including +2. I'm saying this pretty fast because this should not be the first time you're seeing piecewise. Like maybe you forgot some of it, but it should be coming back pretty quick. Okay? See if you can write number 3. Those are horizontal lines, right? So your piecewise equation, I'll give you 1, 2, 3, 4, because I see 4 pieces. And then you've got 4 little domains. Notice that I'm not writing y equals every time. The f of x is the y equals. You are just writing the other side. I'm just going to go left to right on the graph. I'll highlight one of them, right? Maybe you're totally blanking on how to write the equation of that line. Pick a point and pick a slope. Point. Well, it's a horizontal line. Right? Maybe you forgot how to write the equation of a horizontal line. So I still picked point slope form, filled it in. Okay, so y equals 2, but where? Closed, open. Closed, open. called a step function, right? Because it looks like a staircase, but it's still just the equation of lines.
Can't we just use like y equals bracket x?
You'd have to transform it, right? The actual step function, parent function, has a positive slope direction, so you'd have to transform it. But yeah, you could, except that this one is restricted. Look, it doesn't go the whole way, it doesn't keep going. This one is only from -2 to +2. Okay? So yeah, it's possible. 0, 0, included, not included. -1, included, not included. Okay. Here we go. Put it together. Okay, this time we have to graph. Now, I want to see the endpoints. I want to see the endpoints graphed accurately. So I'm going to jot a table down next to this graph, and I'm looking here. I'm going to plug in these x's, 0, 1. I am going to list 1 twice because 1 shows up in both places. I'm going to put a little, right, because the first 2 points are for the first piece, the second 2 points are for the second piece. Now, looking at the inequality for the domain, am I going to get closed points or open points? Okay, this one is a closed point. This one is a closed point. Notice how both the 0 and the 1 have equals. Notice here that the 1 is not included. All that means is that you're going to plot it as an open point. I still need to know where it is. Okay? And this one, closed point. Now those are lines. You only need 2 points to graph a line. But I need to see the endpoints done accurately. So let's go ahead and plug in. Right? There's my first 2 points. I'm just plugging into the equation. Okay. 0, 1, 1, 2. Both closed dots. I know from the parent functions that I just drew on the front page that it's a straight line. Okay, let's do the next one. Okay, 1, 1, open circle. 2, 0, closed. That's it. I just need the endpoints done correctly and the basic shape to be done. Can you check in your calculator? Sure, you can. Okay, let's try the next one. Notice this one only has 2 sections. Okay, so I'm looking at my x values. -1, 2, 2, and 4. -1, 2, ... That's where I'm going to switch pieces. Notice that the 2, that's going in both pieces. One time it's going to be a closed point. One time it's going to be an open point. 4. Now I'm looking at those things. They're both straight lines. Okay, see if you can put those in the right place. same point. Okay. Closed point and open point don't actually look different. They kind of overlap. Oh, I totally graphed it too high. Hold on. I just wasn't counting. Okay. 4, 3. It's just going to look like a closed point. Oh, now you've got the shapes, right? Absolute value, parabola, line. I still need to see the endpoints that are accurate. Now, if you could maybe plot a vertex, you should, right? You know the basic shape of an absolute value graph. Still include the endpoints. Okay, so -3. Right, I'm leaving a little bit of space just in case I feel like I need more points to plot that. Open, open, open. Oh, all my endpoints are open because they're not included anywhere. Okay, see what you can do. Right, I'm just jotting down my transformation on that absolute value graph. -3, okay? Left 4, down 3, right? Transformation. I have a point, but now I'm going to draw the rest of the graph. Left 4, down 3, and it's opening up. Okay, continue. Okay, this is down 3, compressed by 1/3. It's a parabola. All right, and now I will plot the endpoints and then draw the rest of the graph. Okay, so 1/3. 1/3 times 9 minus 3. 0? Yeah, 0. Okay. Down 3. Okay. One-third times 3. Okay. And connect. Now I know this is supposed to be a parabola. So I've got the endpoints. I have the shift, right? Down 3. And connect the dots. Does it need to be perfect? No. The endpoints need to be accurate. The general shape needs to be correct. Okay, last one. Well, I kind of noticed that's the equation of a line, so let's just plug in 3. Okay. -1. 3, -1. Open. And it's a line with slope of 3. Well, if you have a point and a slope, you can draw the line. Just start at the point and count the slope. 1, 2, 3 over 1. 1, 2, 3 over 1. Okay, I need to see the endpoints correct and then the general shape of the graph correct. Can you graph these different portions and check them in your calculator? Sure. I will teach you most of this without a calculator, but you can always use it to help confirm and check your work. As we do things where the calculator is the way that you should be doing it, I will actually get it out and show you how to do that. If you want me to remind you where these buttons are or how to check this in your calculator, just ask while you're working and I'll show you how to do it. Okay? So, that's... Okay, so once you're in Blackboard, if you click into our class, you go to Online Text and Resources. We're going to make your Delta Math account. This is what the login. All it asks you for is your name and a username, which should just be your student ID number is what I would pick, or unless you have something else you would like to choose. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be school related. Okay? If you forget it, I can help you reset it because I have like the teacher login. All right? So, deltamath.com. There's my teacher code right there. 294454. Okay. Honestly, it doesn't matter. You can pick whatever you want, but just pick something that you will remember. It doesn't have to be school related. But I will see what it is because I get the list of it. So maybe just pick something you don't care if I know what it is. Right? You just write your name. Actually use your name because that's what it's going to record your progress under, and I need to be able to check you off. So use your name. If you want to write your nickname, that's fine. You can figure that out. Okay? Okay. Okay. There you go. Got your account. Okay, so I will log in myself.
Wait a minute. Mr. Breezy,
Yes.
I might already have an account. Can you check?
Maybe I can. Then, if you think you already have an account, try logging in, and then you'll need to add my teacher code so that you can pick my class. Okay.